Today's film review is for Roofman, directed by Derek Sion-France.
We all like going back in time and imagining how things could have gone differently.
So we watched this film a couple nights ago and we were very surprised by how much we actually enjoyed this one. Not that we thought it was going to be bad or anything, but it was just one of those ones we thought, oh, we liked the trailer when this came out, so let's just stick it on because it was on Now TV. And yeah, we were pleasantly surprised by how good this film was. We're big fans of A Place Beyond the Pines, and when we saw this was the same director, that intrigued us even more. And yeah, this film was like really good. It makes you think it's going to be some really like light-hearted, doesn't really delve beneath the surface kind of film, just a very goofy kind of film. But this had a lot of heart to it, a lot of serious moments, and I found myself very emotionally invested.
Yeah, Channing Tatum plays the role really well. Like, I didn't think he would. I've not really seen him in many serious roles, but I feel like he has a really good balance of the two, like making him charismatic and deep at the same time. It was really fun.
Because he's very funny in the comedies he's in, but yeah, he's a really good serious actor as well. And yeah, he plays a real life person. This was a true story about a guy who escapes from prison and hides out in a Toys R Us, just in a hidden wall section. How he wasn't found earlier, like, I have no idea. I mean, we're not going to spoil it now, even though it's a true story, because we want to encourage people to go watch this film if you haven't. But yeah, Kirsten Dunst was also really good in this film. Peter Dinklage was so hateable. I feel like we've all had a manager like that before, you know, someone who's not the easiest to talk to and kind of lives and breathes the building that they're running. But yeah, it's lovely to hate him, you know, Tyrion Lannister bringing out his, like,
yeah, that's true,
asshole side, I guess. But yeah, no, this was a really good film. I very much enjoyed it. So much so that we both gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. Yeah, 4 stars is a perfect summary, really. I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting to hit the 3.5 region, so yeah, hitting 4 is like really good. I don't think I could have quite given it higher, purely because I think you're very limited with true stories anyway, that you can't like kind of exaggerate things too much, otherwise you're going to drift away from the point of it. But yeah, I feel like the ending was just so, like,
annoying.
It hurts a fair bit, but without going into it too much. So obviously very understandable because it's a true story, but just because it's a true story and that's how it ended doesn't mean that I can rate it higher because of that.
I think as well, if you're following along with the story, it's easy. Like, when it was coming out in 2004, I feel like we would have had more of an attachment to everything and understand where the film like ends, but we obviously didn't know.
Yeah, we had no idea how the story ended. I'd never heard of the person before either, so this was, yes, films that like tell a true story are really good for like teaching you about real life things sometimes when you love film and everything, and it's a good way to deliver you this real life news.
One of my favourite things about this film is that it's set in 2004 and it genuinely feels like it's 2004. It was shot on 35mm film and it looks so good. It just, we've said in a couple reviews recently that we're really into films shot on film, and it was really nice to see a modern film that you wouldn't feel like would be shot on film.
It's a very odd one to shoot it on film. Yeah,
but it really works, and like, it definitely helped the rating, for me at least. Yeah,
it's usually like an artistic choice to shoot on film these days, because it does require a little bit extra like effort and stuff. But yeah, to get that nostalgic 2004 look, it was really a really good choice.
Yeah.
Overall, we really do recommend watching this. Like I said, we were pleasantly surprised. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be that serious, but yeah, very, very happily surprised that it was just such a heartfelt, emotional film that like you could connect to the characters really easily. Great dialogue, great acting. Yeah, like Poppy said, the nostalgic look with using the film camera and stuff. Yeah, it was just it was a treat. It was a really nice
it was.
hidden gem this year that I didn't think I'd watch this year, but seeing it just You know, sometimes you have films on your list for ages, but then one just pops up, just been added to Now TV, and then you're like, oh, should we just give that a watch? And then, yeah, ends up being really good. Well, that was our review for Roofman. Yeah, like I said, go check it out if you haven't seen it already. If you have seen it, let us know what you thought. We'd like to have a little discussion about it, see what your thoughts are, and yeah.
So subscribe if you're new. We do film reviews quite often, and you never know what we're going to review. We always just pick at random. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.